Good morning. Welcome for today's morning meditation, February the 2nd. Always we start our meditation by paying respect so that we open the heart, we align, we connect with the higher energies. We can all pay respect in our own way. A Buddhist, Christian, whoever can pay respect in their own way. And if we have no spiritual tradition, we can pay respect to all that is holy in the universe. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Buddhaṃ Dhammāṃ Sanghāṃ Saranang Gacchāmi. We close the eyes, we open the heart. We bring the attention to the body. We bring the attention to the present, being aware of the sensations of the body, being aware of the body posture. We can sit with legs crossed, or we can sit on a chair. The important thing is the back should be comfortably straight, not too stiff and not too loose. We can visualize ourselves as we sit here. With eyes closed, we visualize our face, visualize our body, where we send our attention, we send our mental energy. So by visualizing our own body, we're sending our attention, our energy back to our own body. We bring the attention to the breathing. We can focus our attention at the nose, where we feel the sensation of the breath as it passes the nostril, just keeping the attention at that one point at the gateway of the breath. Or we can focus our attention at the lower abdomen as we feel the abdomen rising on the in-breath, falling on the out-breath. So we decide where we like to keep our attention, and we keep the attention there. We don't go from one to the other. We keep the attention with the breathing. We keep the attention with the body. We don't send our attention, we don't send our mind outside the body. We keep the attention with the present. We don't brood over the past. We don't worry about the future. Just being aware of the present moment as it arises, as it passes away. Being aware of the breathing in, being aware of the breathing out, being aware of the body, being aware of the mind. We don't try to control or force the breathing, just being aware of the breath as the body breathes naturally. We don't try to control or force the mind, just being aware of all that contacts the mind, all that appears in the mind, and letting it go. Being aware of all that contacts the mind through the 5 bodily senses, being aware of all that forms in the mind, being aware of the thoughts, the feelings, the memories, the states of mind, being aware and letting go. Whatever appears in the mind, we don't react, we don't take interest, we don't get entangled, we simply observe it, we let it go, we let it pass. We stay with the knowing nature of the mind. We don't send the mind out to what the mind knows. Usually, we always react to what contacts the mind, what forms in the mind. When we react with attachment, with desire, if we observe our heart, we can see it's like we kick this heart in all directions. I want this, I want that. When we react with aversion, with anger, with irritation, we squeeze, we burn our own heart. And between the 2 extremes of throwing the heart in all directions, squeezing, burning the heart finds no peace. The heart finds no rest. The untrained mind does not know what peace is. The untrained mind does not know how to rest. So we train our mind. We train the mind to find the mind's normal, natural state of inner peace. We train the mind in mindfulness. Mindfulness means to know, to be aware what is contacting the mind right now, what is contacting the heart right now, through the 5 bodily senses, to be aware what is forming in the mind, what is forming at the heart, and letting it go. We train the mind to have the self-awareness, to be aware what is contacting the heart, what is forming at the heart, and we train the mind to have the wisdom to let it go. We keep our attention centered with the breathing. When the mind is contacted through any one of the 6 ways, we observe it, we let it go, we bring the attention back to the breathing. Sometimes the mind will try to escape the training. Sometimes the mind can run away, thinking. Sometimes the mind can dream and drift away. Sometimes the mind can play tricks on us. We can feel very, very drowsy. But always we keep bringing the attention back to the breathing, back to the present. Sometimes the mind can play such tricks. We feel suddenly so drowsy, so very sleepy. And if we believe this, we can fall asleep. But if we don't believe the tricks of the mind, we don't believe the drowsiness, we simply keep bringing the attention back to the breathing, back to the present, the drowsiness will pass away. Sometimes it can be like turning on a light switch. Sometimes we struggle to stay awake. We slept enough in the night, but we feel so drowsy in meditation. But we persevere, we continue. And it can be like turning on a light switch. Suddenly the body, the mind is completely awake, completely alive, completely alert. And we need to experience this only one time for us to know, not to believe the tricks of the mind. We keep bringing our attention back to the breathing again and again and again, always with patience. In time, the mindfulness becomes sharper, more refined. The attention stays longer and longer with the breathing, with the present. We train the mind in wisdom, the wisdom to let go, by always observing the impermanent nature of all that contacts the heart, all that forms at the heart. The sensations through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the body, the mental events, the thoughts, the feelings, the states of mind, they all appear and they all pass away. We can be aware of the sensations of the body as they appear in meditation, and we observe them as moments of sensation arising and passing away. Being aware of the breath as an impermanent experience. The breath comes in, goes out, and it's gone. Being aware of the sounds which appear as we sit in meditation. We make these sounds part of our practice, just being aware of the impermanent nature of the sounds. They appear, they pass away. We all want happiness. We all would like a permanent happiness. But what is there that we can base a permanent happiness on? We look to the outside. We have our parents, our family, our possessions, our livelihood, all impermanent. We can lose them all. We look to our body. We see this body composed of earth, water, wind, fire, solids, liquids, gases, heat, always changing, components always being replaced. We borrow these elements from the world to form this body. In time, we must give it all back. Earth to earth, water to water, wind to wind, fire to fire. Nothing remains to call me or mine. Being aware of the sensations of the body through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the bodily sensations, impermanent sensations from an impermanent body. Being aware of all that appears at the heart, all the mental events, the thoughts, the feelings, the states of mind appear and pass away. We look to the outside. We cannot find anything permanent to base a permanent happiness on. We look to the inside. We cannot find anything permanent to base a permanent happiness on. So if our happiness must be based on attachment to anything permanent, a permanent happiness is not possible. But if our happiness is based on letting go, then we find not the permanent happiness, we find the timeless happiness, because we can let go of everything. We can let go of everything outside. We can let go of everything inside. And in letting go, we find the real happiness, the happiness based on wisdom, the happiness which grows step by step on our spiritual path as we let go on deeper and more refined levels. As the mind sees the impermanent nature of all that contacts the heart, all that forms at the heart, the mind can see, this is not me, this is not mine. The mind can let it go. The mind will let go by itself. The heart finds its natural, normal state of inner peace. The heart becomes calm, cool, clear and collected. The heart is not permanent. The heart is not impermanent. The heart is timeless. We stay with the timeless, knowing nature of the heart, and the heart finds its normal, natural state of inner peace, inner contentment, inner stability. So by keeping our attention centered with the breathing, being aware of our own mind, being aware of the heart, just knowing and letting go, the heart becomes at peace. The heart becomes clear and clean. Also we energize the heart. We energize the heart by keeping our attention with the body, with the present. We don't send our attention to the outside. We don't scatter our mental energy to the outside. We keep our attention, our energy, with our own body, where the energy increases. As the mindfulness becomes more refined, the attention stays longer and longer with the breathing, with the present. The mental energies become more and more unified. The heart becomes more and more unified, no longer fragmented. As the heart becomes more unified, the heart becomes more energized. We feel a lightness within, and we will see a brightness within. The energies which we are unifying, intensifying, are themselves bright energies. The prana, the life force of the universe, is a bright energy. Our hearts are all connected in an ocean of light. We breathe in air, oxygen into our lungs. We breathe in the life force, the light force of the universe into our chakras. So as the heart becomes more unified, more energized, the heart becomes lighter and brighter. We may not yet see the inner brightness. In time we see, but usually we will feel the inner lightness. It's the same energy. We observe the inner peace, the inner lightness, the inner brightness, and we let it go, keeping our attention only with the body, within the body. And in letting go, the heart becomes more at peace, more energized, brighter and brighter. As the heart becomes more energized, the energy field of the heart opens wider and wider. Our area of consciousness becomes wider and wider. As the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we become more and more awake, more and more alive, more and more alert. And we raise our consciousness higher and higher. We refine the heart, we refine the consciousness. And as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, it's like we have an inner antenna which grows bigger and bigger. The heart becomes more sensitive in receiving, more powerful in transmitting. Our sense of intuition becomes more sensitive, more refined, and we see more and more how our own heart affects the world around us. We stop to be surprised at coincidences. So just being aware of the breathing and letting go, being aware of the body, letting go, being aware of the mind, being aware of the heart, and letting go, the heart becomes more and more at peace, more and more energized. The heart becomes more strong, steady, secure, stable. The heart becomes still, still but overflowing. We find an oasis of peace within, a still but overflowing oasis of peace within, overflowing with happiness, overflowing with peace, overflowing with joy. The heart becomes supremely content, contentedly supreme. And this energy overflowing from the heart we can share with the world around us. We breathe in, focusing our attention at the heart chakra as we breathe in, with the intention, may I be happy. As we breathe in, the heart becomes energized. We can visualize the heart filling with light. And as we breathe out, we let the heart overflow in all directions, with the intention, may all beings be happy. We can visualize the light of the heart flowing in all directions, above, below, all around. So breathing in, we energize the heart, may I be happy. We fill the heart with light. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow in all directions, We can visualize the light of the heart flowing in all directions, above, below, all around. May all beings be happy. Breathing in, we energize the heart. May I be happy. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow in all directions. May all beings be happy. Breathing in, we energize the heart. May I be happy. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow in all directions. May all beings be happy. And we can be happy with ourselves, that we start our day in the best way possible. We establish our mindfulness, we develop our wisdom, we clear the heart, we clean the heart, we energize the heart, we raise our consciousness, and we share this energy of peace of the heart with the world around us. So we can rejoice, we can be joyful with ourselves, that we start our day in this way. We rise, we shine. And now we observe our heart chakra. How does it feel? Does it feel more open, more refined, more at peace? Whatever way the heart feels, we observe it, we let it go. We bring the attention to the body, being aware of the sensations of the body, being aware of the body posture. We can visualize ourselves as we sit here. We bring the right hand to the right knee, being aware of all the movements. We bring the left hand to the left knee, being aware of all the movements. These hand movements help the mind to come out of meditation smoothly, so we don't jump out of meditation. We bring the right hand to the heart chakra. The left hand joins the right hand, palms together, and now the heart is very strong, very bright. And with this strong, bright heart, we make the intention to continue with our spiritual practice, which means to avoid doing evil, to do good, and to purify the heart. We bring the hands to the forehead in gratitude, respect. Back down to the legs. We open the eyes and we keep the heart open. And I thank you for joining me in this morning meditation. And I invite you to join me every day. Every day I do this morning meditation online, 7 a.m. Central European Time. and also a longer metta meditation at 7 p.m, which you're very welcome to join. And so I wish you all a great day, a day of peace, of happiness. Bhavatu Sapanangalam. May all blessings come to you.